Hey guys, how's it going? It's Baggins here, and today we're going to be talking about the new February update for New World. At the time of recording, it is Monday the 28th of February, and that is when the new update dropped. I'll put a link to the patch notes in the description down below if you want to check them out for yourself, but you'll see it's pretty extensive. You can keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. There's a lot of stuff in there, but today I thought we'd break down the most important changes to the game and what is going to have an impact for you if and when you choose to log into New World. But first, before we go any further, a quick word from our sponsor, MSI. The Clutch GM41 is an ultra-lightweight gaming mouse with a symmetrical design. It weighs just 65 grams and features a friction-free sleeve and RGB lighting, as well as a 1 millisecond response time. If you guys are interested in picking up a new computer mouse for all your video gaming needs, I highly recommend checking out the Clutch GM41. I'll put a link to it in the description down below. Thank you very much to MSI for the sponsor. Now back to the video. Now, one of the first things you're going to see when you log into New World after the February patch, provided you're on a fairly active server, is this new edition of the trade chat. So you can see this guy here has got a big block of things that he wants to sell, and he's slapped it into the trade chat very appropriately. I have seen a few people in global chat get upset that it's just spammed with want to sell, but luckily there is a place for it now, and you know, it's a fairly good update, it's got to be said. Probably something that should have been there for the start of the game. I think a lot of MMOs do have a trade channel, but New World now has one as well. Now, one of the major changes that I enjoy the most with this patch, and again, this is a patch that isn't really providing any new content, it is just sort of fixing or improving the current content in the game, is the introduction of dodging and blocking priority. Now, we've got the hammer here as it's the most dramatic example of it, but it is available on any weapon. If we go ahead and power up a heavy attack and then we decide, actually, we don't want to, we can dodge pretty much at the last second. So we're doing that, and then the boss is casting mechanic, or maybe the player is going to hit you with some ability or something. You're no longer just locked into waiting for that animation and then being able to press dodge. Instead, now you can press dodge at pretty much any time until the hammer actually connects and does damage. And this is the same obviously with life staff and like range weapons as well. You can dodge at any time, and you can also block as well. So if we pull out the weapon, we go like this, and then actually fake you out, we're gonna go in with the block. And I just think this adds a nice extra dimension to combat that previously we would have expected. It's a little bit more Dark Souls-esque, where you can on the fly react to what you're seeing your opponent doing. And personally, just very glad to see this in the game. It does make the combat feel better, like undoubtedly, hands down. And with that comes a bunch of other changes to weapon swapping as well. So previously, an issue that we had a lot in the game, you noticed it especially in PvP, is weapon swapping. So you'd be spamming the button to swap to your a weapon, and that just wouldn't happen. But now it happens very consistently. However, I will say there are still instances when I was playing Outpost Rush earlier where the game seems to lag or rubber band, and that causes some issues with the way my abilities are firing off. We'll probably play some Outpost Rush later on in this video so you can see what's actually happening there. But yeah, the rubber banding still seems to cause some issues there. It's not perfect, but again, I generally would say that this is better and it has improved the quality of the game. Another big addition that we have with the February patch is taxes on your houses. A very fun topic, I know, but if we go to Ebon Scale, for example, I think this should be able to showcase what's going on here. Previously, the tax that I would have to pay on Ebon Scale was probably about 500 gold, whereas now we are clocking in at 1/5 of that, 106.26 gold, and that is because the tax rates have been changed on houses. So the extreme tax that you can now have is 1%, and the minimum I think the tax can be is 0.1%. So yeah, this idea that you have to pay an absolute ridiculous amount of gold to maintain your house has been abolished from the game, and quite frankly, I think that's a great thing. I wish the taxes would go away completely, to be honest. I do still think there's just like an inherent toxic problem with the game where certain companies controlling or certain factions controlling areas and you have to contribute money towards them. It would be great if you could just pick up your house and move it somewhere else, but you can't really do that. There's no like move house button. The only option that I have is just to go ahead and like cancel my house and then buy a new one somewhere else, but that sets me back a massive amount of gold. So some way to like move your house if you don't like the taxes in the area would be a great option, but currently we don't have that in the game. One of the really nice changes to the game, and again, it's not a huge one, but it is the reduction of fast travel. So you can now see no matter where we want to go on the map, whether it's all the way over here in the corner of Morningdale, it's only 10 Azoth. We want to go all the way down here to First Light, to the actual location. Again, 10 Azoth, 6 Azoth, 6. So if I'm not mistaken, and I remember reading the patch notes, at most you will spend 20 Azoth to fast travel now. So that means your Azoth is going to go much, much further. Previously in the past, sometimes you got an instance where you have to pay like 600 Azoth to fast travel across the map, which is just insane, and generally was making the game pretty miserable to play. Now, I'm of the opinion that honestly you could just remove Azoth completely from New World, and it really wouldn't impact the game that negatively. In fact, in some instances, it might make it better. And I have another pretty controversial take as well, that you could just remove factions from the game and still have companies competing for like settlements, but that's, you know, that's a discussion for another video. But yeah, Azoth has been reduced in price significantly when it comes to fast travel, which is a great change as well. Very much enjoying that, and is going to make the game feel just more pleasant to play overall, or at least less unpleasant when you're having those instances of needing to fast travel halfway across the map, and it's, you know, it costs you an arm and a leg to do so. One of the changes that's very welcome in the patch notes is the addition of more tuning orbs. However, unfortunately, it doesn't actually seem to have properly worked in the game. I am in the process of switching factions, so I haven't unlocked my new ranks yet. But the tuning orb should be on a 3-day cooldown now, but I can confirm from earlier on in the stream, it's still a 7-day cooldown. So when this change actually goes live, and hopefully there's a hotfix for it very soon, we will be able to buy mutated tuning orbs every 3 days instead of every 7 days, to be able to get twice as many in the same period. I still think, like with the Azoth and like with the factions, that this is the tuning orb system just kind of makes the game less pleasant to play, and it's a bit more time gatey than it is really sort of challenging or fun or a good addition to the game. But at least we're moving in a step where gradually these systems are being less impactful on the players, and we actually don't have these barricades to be able to play in New World when we log in every day. You know, we can get more tuning orbs. We don't have to pay as much gold for taxes. We don't have to pay much Azoth to just move around the map. Slowly but surely, it does feel like these restrictions that Amazon Game Studios have put on when it comes to playing New World are being lifted, and I hope they keep going in this direction. And if this somehow does make its way in front of Amazon, I would sort of suggest that tuning orbs are used as a way to maybe add extra loot to a dungeon or something like that. But right now, I just feel like it's not fun. It's limiting the amount of content we can do, and I don't really know of anybody who actually likes tuning orbs. But maybe that is you, and if you are, let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, the changes to tuning orbs, in theory, if it actually works, it would be great. Now, the last big change that we have to New World, I can't really demonstrate right now at this moment, so instead I'm going to play you guys some Outpost Rush from the stream, but it is changes to combat. In general now, combat should feel more fluid and more responsive with the changes to weapon swapping. The dodge or block priority, if you're doing an animation, you can now dodge in the middle of it. And also, they changed the dodge, so there is no longer a recovery frame, so you can go dodge, dodge, dodge. You don't need to do the animation cancel anymore, which a lot of maybe more advanced New World players were doing. And you can also weapon swap very easily in between a dodge, so you can dodge weapon swap and you'll have your other weapon as soon as you come out of the dodge. So yeah, just generally making the combat feel more fluid and more responsive. It does still seem to have some issues, and I suspect some of that's just due to lag that we get in PvP. But yeah, gonna play you guys some Outpost Rush now so you can see what it's like firsthand. Let me know what you're thinking about these New World changes in the comments down below. Do you think the game is getting better? Is it getting worse? You're somewhere in between. What would have you guys liked to have seen in this patch that we haven't seen yet? We do know that in March we are getting a roadmap, and when that is revealed, of course, we'll have a whole video dedicated to that. So if you guys want to see that video when it comes out, make sure you go ahead and click the subscribe button. Like the video if you like the video. Enjoy the clip, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. All right, let's hope this game is a bit more substantial than the last one, because that was like over before I began. Whoa, dude, I just like see that slide that I did there? Really like slid a long distance there. Let's throw some big heals in. Let's get down here because I'm getting shot in the back. Am I streaming on YouTube? No, I'm a Twitch partner, so a lot of Twitch partners have it sort of just written into their contract that you only stream on Twitch. Has the rapier nerf? I haven't really been noticing it that much so far. There was like one instance in the previous game where I was like, okay, my abilities are still on cooldown and I can't escape, but I still managed to live. But still feels pretty good. Rapier Lifestaff. I want to try Sword and Shield Lifestaff soon as well. It's one of my favorite builds that I was trying towards the end of the last patch. Thinking it should still be pretty fun. Sounds like they didn't nerf it enough. I mean, it's a tricky one, right? Because I really do believe that the biggest problem people have with Rapier is when they do Lifestaff Rapier. Or like Rapier and PvP. I think in PvE it's not really that much of an issue. So, just like in Lost Ark, for example, it'd be great if you could like look at the abilities, and if you held in Alt, it would show you the PvE and the PvP version of the ability. That would that'd be a great solution. But I guess a lot of work to make that happen. I think the biggest cooldown change I'm noticing is on evade. Like, normally I'd be able to press evade again by now. Yeah, if you look at my, I don't know, if you look at the abilities for the rapier, it's like, they do take a long time to come off now. My dash still is not off cooldown. Luckily, there was no fighting breaking out between me using my abilities before and now, but... Kind of bug movement, looks like you're ice skating. Yeah, the dodge roll's still a little bit slidey. Still got a bit of a slippery dodge roll, you know. Oh, damn, dude. I was trying to weapon swap there, but I guess it was taking damage. It wouldn't let me. You get enough score to get the points for healing? That's why there's so many healers now? Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's true. But if you get the points from doing damage, like, there's nobody below 500, which is, like, the point that you need to get to actually get rewards. So, everybody's getting rewarded now for, playing this game. Which is good. It's good. It really sucks if you do an outpost rush and you don't get any rewards. Alright, let's see. We do that. Ah, this slippery floor thing, dude. It's kind of weird. I don't know. I don't like the sliding around. I feel like I'm a bit less in control of my character when I dodge roll because I just like slide into a bunch of enemies. I am going to do a quick swap on the fly to sword and shield. Oh my goodness, dude. What is that? Holy flip. I'm super dead. I can't. I just can't. Oh my god. Wow. That's an incredible amount of damage. Is that guy just waiting for me to come around the corner? Holy flip. Anyway, as I was, back to putting on the shield. But now I have to go light. Holy flip. Alright, let's see if how this feels. Leaping strike should be... Whoa, that was a bit weird. That was... Okay. Huh. Musket's backed. Yeah, that was crazy. I just got destroyed there. Ooh, I don't like that animation. What a smelter piece is going for? The pants specifically? No idea yet, Loki. They seem to be on a very low drop rate, so probably a lot of gold, I'd imagine. Musket feels broken again? Yeah, that musket, like, hits so hard. Like, insanely hard. I mean, I'm wearing light armor, so I guess, but that was so much damage. Did they do any changes to the musket? Oh, one of the abilities got a change, didn't it? It's like a magic bullet now or something. Can we kill this guy? He's gonna destroy me. Ah, but we need to make sure that we go get Baron. Oh my god, there's a lot of people here. No! Alright, let's try Leaping Strike into somebody. Nice. The Leaping Strike makes you travel through the air like much faster. But it is a pretty long cooldown on it, though. Still kind of laggy. Still definitely getting, like, bits of lag in the combat here and there. Thank you for the 100 bits, by the way, Energy. Do appreciate it, man. How's the new patch feel? Some aspects really nice. Other aspects, I'm a little bit... Something feels wrong, but I can't quite put my finger on it. I'm gonna have to play a bit more to sort of identify what it is that I'm not enjoying right now. The combat feels faster. It feels more responsive. But it does feel like some sort of deal with the devil was made to achieve it. Like, some corner was cut in order to get the game to this combat. I don't know what corner has been cut, though. And maybe I'm just imagining it. But something feels off, is like all I can say. Does that make sense? But generally, like, my initial perception is it's better. So that's good, right? You don't want it to be worse. New World has lag during Outpost Rush or Wars. I know, it's pretty insane, right? Imagine. Whoa, that was weird. Yeah, the game becomes unresponsive for a little bit of time there. Like this, I don't know what this is. I keep sliding, and I'm pressing my abilities, and it doesn't work. I think if I dodge and then press my ability too fast, the game doesn't like it sometimes. I think we're all very scared to say New World feels better. Oh, I wish I could say that, though. Dude, I don't know what it is. That musket is, like, not missing a single shot on me. Like, every shot from that musket connects. Holy flip. Is medium armor not good for healer in PvP? No, you can make medium armor work. Honestly, you can make any armor set work for healer in PvP. Light armor is very meta these days, though. Alright, there's a bit of a back and forth in this game, at least. Oh, we gotta get inside. No, let me out. I made it. I made it. I'm out. The dodge roll straight one into the other. I like that. That does feel good. I like how quickly I can dodge. Like, just being able to dodge and block, like, pretty much whenever I want does feel good. I like that. Alright, let's shield bash this guy. Got him. Right in the face. Slap him right in the gobber. So many people want to hear the patch is not good. Why, though? This is, like, almost like a hate community for New World at this point. Like, people congregate on New World patch days to, like, I don't know. They just want to watch, like, a fire, basically. I remember there was this instance, back in my hometown. We had a supermarket. I don't know if they're available outside of England, but in England, they're called Morrison's. And our town's local supermarket set on fire. Like, it was a blaze. Quite a big fire as well. It destroyed, like, almost all of the store. And I remember going into town, and that was like, I've never seen more people around than I did that day. Like, half of my town's population was gathered outside to watch this supermarket burn. I don't know why. It was some sort of community event. And then I realized, I think it's just human behavior. I don't know. People just like to watch things burn. And I think it's the same with New World. There's a chunk of people now who don't even play the game anymore, but they tune in on patch days for, like, to see what went wrong. They actually hope that the game doesn't get better in some ways. It is strange. I have observed that behavior. And, you know, to some degree, it's like, well, I understand where they're coming from, because it quite frequently has gone wrong. A lot of the time, but... Oh, dude, we lost this game. I just looked at the score. Didn't even notice. Man, the accelerated bonus seems to be faster. Like, if one team's winning or losing, it seems to go really fast. Which, honestly, I don't really mind, because some Outpost Rush games feel like they take forever anyway. Okay, so it's 900 reputation and 900 tokens. How many did we get last time, chat? Do you guys remember the amount that we got for winning? Is it half? Was it 1,800? I remember it being over 1,000, that's for sure, but I can't remember how much. 1,280? Okay, so it's not half. It's, like, pretty similar then. You get, like, 2/3 or something. That's not bad.